A New Mexico woman wants to know why she was not warned that the business she was working in for years was sitting on something dangerous. It is so dangerous, the Environmental Protection Agency declared it a hazard. News 13's Elena Mendoza has the story.
The woman ran a tax business with her husband here. She wonders if the exposure to the site played a role in her husband's death back in 2017. Just looking at this building on West 2nd and Lee Streets in Roswell, you'd have no idea the hazards that lie beneath.
We were totally in the dark for over 10 years.
It's in one of 4 areas in Roswell deemed a Superfund site because of the contamination that lies in the soil and groundwater beneath it. A result of chemicals from dry cleaning businesses seeping into the ground for years. The EPA declared it a Superfund site in 2015, recognizing its threat to humans and the environment, something renter Linda Anaya says her landlords failed to tell her.
It's just unfathomable to us that we weren't told how they could have such a disregard to our health and including the other renters that rented with us here.
She tells us the landlords had knowledge of the toxins as far back as 2007 when her husband opened their tax business, but didn't even know about them until the EPA showed up to their office a decade later. That's when they learned the dangerous chemicals at the office were measuring 200 times what is considered safe. Now, she wonders if her husband's illness had something to do with it. She says over the years, he got sicker and sicker.
Severe vomiting, kidney problems, fluid in his lungs, and headaches, bloody noses.
But Anaya says doctors never could pinpoint a cause. Once they learned of the danger beneath the business, they moved out. But that same month, her husband collapsed and died weeks later. Anaya says she's now worried for others. She says the landlords continue to rent out the spaces, even to a martial arts school where children attended. Anaya is hoping by sharing her story, others will know about the danger.
Had we been told in 2008 or 2010, had we been told in 2015 when it was declared a Superfund site, we would have moved. And I truly believe my husband would be alive today.
We wanted to know if landlords are required to notify their tenants about situations like this. We reached out to the EPA, but haven't received a response yet. In Roswell, Elena Mendoza, KRQE, News 13.
We are told the units are now all empty. Anaya has hired a lawyer and is exploring her legal options against the landlords.